Hello guys, and welcome back to another cold episode. On today's episode, we are talking about the ban list, and we're here with chat because this is happening live while I'm streaming. So, yeah, new Forbidden and Limited list for Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. What am I expecting? Well, I already did an entire video about that. But yeah, like Chaos Ruler, Grass stuff, you know, maybe some branded stuff. We'll see. Let's begin. Cards to be forbidden. Chaos Ruler, the Chaotic Magical Dragon, White Dragon Wyverburster, Card of Demise, Super Heavy Samurai, Soulbreaker Armor. Well, okay then. Alright. The banning of Wyverburster is kind of crazy. Not really what I expected. I expected more limitations to things like Bestials, because that would hit both Branded and Dragon Link. A banning of Wyverburster is kind of crazy. That's a really weird thing. Chaos Ruler, not surprising. If anyone is surprised that Chaos Ruler is banned, you don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, turns out Painful Choice is pretty good, especially when you could put it on a body. Yeah, that's basically all that it is. Card of Demise should have been banned ages ago. Don't know why it's not. It's at 1 in the TCG. I don't know why. It should just be banned. It's not a fun card to deal with. It's not that it's unfair in any stretch of the imagination. It's just not fun, right? Super Heavy Samurai Breaker Armor. I don't even know what that is. Hold on, let me look that up real quick. 1 sec. What the heck is this card? You can target a Super Heavy Samurai monster you control. Equip this monster from your hand or field. It loses 1,000 defense, also cannot be destroyed by battle. This card is in your graveyard. You can banish all Super Heavy Samurai armors from your graveyard. The target of Super Heavy Samurai whose defense is lower than its original. Inflict damage to your opponent equal to the difference between its current and original defense. Oh, is this banned for like FTK stuff? I would imagine that's it. I think it's banned and or limited in the OCG, again, because of in FTK. I think that's the case. I could be wrong, but I think there was like some FTK running around in the OCG. So, sure, a preemptive hit to Super Heavy Samurai, basically saying like, okay, you can't play the FTK, but you can play like Super Heavy Samurai, that's fine. This basically guarantees that we're getting Super Heavy Samurai support. Cool. Not really too surprising. That was like the last thing on the list to arrive, so there you go. Cards to be limited. Holy crap. Oh my gosh, I saw so many cards. Okay, let's scroll down and talk about all of them. Fenrir. Praise be Fenrir is limited to 1. I hate Fenrir. I am not a big fan of cards that are just better than other cards that we have. And more specifically, when it's a card that is better than a card that's already really good. Pankratops is insane. Kashtira Fenrir is just a better Pankratops. Kashtira Fenrir should be at 1. I think maybe banning it is too much. I think at 1 is perfect. Because that means you can still play it in dedicated Kashtira stuff, or if you need it as like part of your engine piece or what have you. And it's still good, right? It can still search other Kashtira cards. It's still playable. I like it. I like it at 1. It being banned is just too much. Makes sense. Inspector Border. This should be banned. I hate this card. That's all. Inspector Border going to 1, though, is no surprise. There can be only 1! Let's go to the moon! Let's go. There can be only 1 to 1. Let's go. Runic Destruction. Why? I'm not really certain why we put Runic Destruction to 1. That doesn't really make much sense. They really just don't like Runic, I guess. Yeah, I guess. Again, not really the problem. Runic is never really the problem when it comes to stun. But they keep hitting Runic when very clearly it's a lot of the like draw cards. It's the fact that it's a best of 1. It's the fact that there are so many floodgates that automatically win you the game against so many different decks that haven't been dealt with. So because of that, you basically just automatically get to win the game by drawing additional cards. I don't think it's Runic's problem. I think it's more so the fact that all of these other cards do exist in a best of 1 format, like Maxi and Inspector Border. But there you go. Pot of Desires, great, love that. Kaiser Coliseum to 1, fantastic. That's a great hit. Kashtira Birth. Love it. 10 out of 10. Birth is an absolutely stupid card. Pot of Duality. Fantastic. Synchro Zone. Awesome. Delicious Memory. Why? Huh? I don't hate the Delicious Memory hit. I mean, Pearly is one of the better decks, but this basically means, as of right now, Branded best deck. Like, by far, it's not even close. The two decks that were contesting it, and Vanquish Soul that was, like, good against those two decks, now just kind of dies. Like, what? Pearly, that is a big hit. Only having one Delicious Memory, unless we're also getting the E-Pearly. If we're getting the other E-Pearly, then it's fine. It's not really that big of a deal. Why Birth? Cash not doing anything in the current meta. Kashtira was really, really prevalent at the lower levels in the Master Duel event, the Duelist Cup. Birth is absolutely insane by itself. Just a really stupidly good card. And it also allowed for a lot of decks to play like a Kashtira engine. Now, putting it to 1 doesn't really change that. You could still play that Kashtira engine with the 1 Birth. So I'm not too big of a fan of that hit, but I do hate Birth, so there's that. But yeah, all things considered, it's fine. I'm not too big of a fan of that. Synchro Zone, yeah, this is like the easiest hit. Of course they're going to hit that one. Kind of a bunch of really weird hits, though, here. Like Runic Destruction, Pot of Duality, even Birth is kind of weird. The rest of these make sense. Cool, moving on. Pretty Memory is now semi-limited. They are literally just copying the OCG. Except Pearly is also currently limited. Any unlimitation. There are quite a few unlimits. Redox, Tidal, Tempest, all unlimited. Dragon Rulers are at full power. Now, this is actually, I think, a bit scary. Having 3 Tidal is pretty good. Just in general. 3 Tidal is very, very strong. That's full Dragon Ruler stuff. You could still... I guess now you could play, like, Dragon Ruler, Dragon Link. Kind of crazy. Terror Top. Sure, that's fine. Orpha Scorpio. Sure. Long One. Whatever. None of those matter. The Dragon Rulers are interesting. I'm surprised to not see Pearly on here. Like, the actual, just straight-up Pearly card. Pearly's definitely hurt quite a bit. I think it definitely gets worse, but with the introduction of the new E-Pearly, I would imagine that it's still very playable. It's still one of the better decks in the OCG, and that's with, like, Rescue Ace at full power and Fire Kings at full power and stuff like that, and Labyrinth with a stronger list. No real limitations to Labyrinth, notably. So Labyrinth is still pretty good. Branded basically got away scot-free. Nothing changed with Branded. I don't think a single card changed in Branded. Maybe they played Desires? Probably not, though. They don't want to banish anything. Yeah, so, like, Branded is fantastic. Labyrinth is fantastic. Pearly's still good. Well, I should say, Pearly right now is not great. Pearly with the new E-Pearly will be fine. It won't be the best deck in the room anymore, which is something. And then Vanquish Soul is decent, but it lost, like, some of its better matchups. Losing Dragon Link. I guess Dragon Link's not dead, but, like, it's definitely worse. Like, significantly worse as well. And then also losing the... What was it? What was the other one? I guess it was mostly just Dragon Link, right? Oh, and Kashtira. Losing the Fenrir, like, hurts. Like, a lot, actually. Tikaboo going to 1 also kind of hurts. It's not that big of a deal, though. All in all, this is a fine list. Lots of things I like, lots of things I don't like. Mostly immediately giving Redox title back. Redox is fine. It's mostly title that I'm worried about. I feel like this one is the most breakable, especially, like, if you were to print any good waters. Even right now, I'm like, this might be played in Tier Lament. It's not insane, but, like, triple title is not crazy to think about, right? Also, Dragon Rulers might be a good deck just by themselves now. They still generate a ton of advantage. It's not like it's, you know, not going to be that way, right? And you can play it with a bunch of other dragons, like Dragoonides or Or like fire, water, or what is it? The rank 8 earth and what is it? Like tree and water dragon or something like that. Anyway, very interesting. Big ban list. Lots of things changed. Exciting. That's it. That's basically all that I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope that you guys did indeed enjoy. If you did, likes very much appreciate it. And remember to always stay frosty. Bye-bye. Shout out to the Frost Guard, my members. Thank you guys so much for the support, and I hope you enjoy the content.